Welcome, curious minds. Today, we're embarking on a really captivating deep dive. We're talking about planning your next unforgettable European adventure.
Yeah, moving beyond just dreaming about it.
Exactly. Imagine trading the everyday for, well, the magnificent. Think world-class cities, steeped in history, charming medieval towns,
Dramatic snow-capped Alps, sun-drenched beaches.
and oh, the food.
Yeah,
A culinary journey that just, wow, leave your taste buds singing. Europe really is this incredible tapestry of experiences just waiting to be explored.
it really is. So much variety.
So our mission today is to cut through all that information overload out there.
There's a lot.
There is.
Mm.
We're here to give you a shortcut, basically, to being incredibly well-informed about crafting your perfect 10 to 14-day trip across this amazing continent. We've got a stack of fantastic sources. Some offer these broad, inspiring blueprints. Others give a really highly detailed itinerary, all packed with surprising facts and practical nuggets you won't want to miss.
Indeed. And we're not just, listing places. We're looking at two fundamentally different yet wonderfully complementary ways to design your European getaway.
Oh, wait.
One guide presents 10 distinct 10-day itineraries. These are great starting points, catering to a whole spectrum of interests.
Right, it's sort of like templates.
Exactly. And the other, it walks us through this very specific, pretty epic 2-week summer journey. It offers a granular, day-by-day look at how you can meticulously combine multiple iconic destinations.
Like a real case study in planning.
Precisely. It's a masterclass in seeing what's truly possible when you really plan it out.
Okay, let's unpack this incredible variety first. Before we dive into specific routes, let's just marvel at the sheer, dazzling diversity Europe offers. Our sources paint such a vibrant picture. I mean, imagine cruising the canals in Amsterdam, right? Or maybe pushing your limits hiking in the Dolomites.
Or savoring authentic pasta in some tiny Rome trattoria. Yeah.
Europe truly has it all.
Yeah.
And these sources show us how to actually experience it, even within a focused time frame, like 10 or 14 days.
Yeah, making it manageable.
Okay, so let's start with some of those fantastic 10-day options. These are designed to deliver really distinct experiences. For many first-timers, the London and Paris itinerary, it's foundational, and for really good reasons.
Absolutely. It's super accessible.
Right, especially London. No language barrier right off the bat. You can explore iconic sites like the Tower of London, wander the British Museum, ride a double-decker bus, all pretty easily.
Get your feet wet, so to speak.
Exactly. Then boom, it's a seamless, high-speed journey on the Channel, and you're in the totally different vibe of Paris. Eiffel Tower, Louvre, Versailles.
And what's really interesting here, I think, is how that itinerary is designed for minimal movement.
Oh, how sticky.
Only 2 hotels across the whole trip. One in London, one in Paris.
Ah, that is a huge benefit.
Huge. Especially for easing into international travel, it cuts down on that constant packing and unpacking stress.
Which can be a real drag.
Totally. It lets you immerse yourself more deeply in each city. You actually get to feel the place instead of just rushing through transit points. The sources really emphasize that.
Okay, that sounds incredibly appealing, especially for a first trip. But what if your dreams are more about, say, ancient history, Renaissance art, amazing food?
Then maybe a taste of Italy is more your speed.
Tell me about that one.
It's fast-paced, no doubt, but incredibly rewarding. You cover Rome's ancient stuff, Colosseum, Vatican City.
Wow.
Then Florence for Renaissance art, maybe a day trip into Tuscany's hills.
Lovely.
Then the super colorful coastal towns of the Cinque Terre, and finish with the canals of Venice.
Okay, that sounds like a whirlwind.
It is busy, but it consistently tops the must-see list for first-timers in Europe. And you can see why, right?
Yeah, it hits so many icons.
Exactly. It stitches together millennia of history, ancient Rome, the Vatican, Renaissance Florence, and then throws in that stunning coastal beauty of Cinque Terre. It really shows Italy's massive impact and its regional differences.
All in 10 days. Impressive.
The sources do flag the pace, but if you want that comprehensive overview, it's kind of hard to beat.
Okay, Italy covered. Now, for the adventure seekers, what about them?
Well, the Iceland Ring Road itinerary promises a road trip like no other.
Iceland. Okay, paint a picture.
Think soaking in the Blue Lagoon, standing before the massive Skogafoss waterfall, maybe whale watching, exploring the Snæfellsnes Peninsula.
Sounds like incredible.
Even glacier walks near Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon. And Here's a cool detail from the sources about avoiding crowds.
Ooh, good tip.
They point out that the northern and eastern parts of the island often much less busy than the south coast.
Really? So you get away from the main tourist track a bit.
Exactly. Fewer tour buses, more remote landscapes, maybe a bit more solitude.
That's a crucial insight. But it brings up timing, right? When's the best time for Iceland?
Good question. The sources are really clear on this. June through September.
Summer months.
Yeah, the days are super long midnight sun. Even, and importantly, the roads are reliably snow-free. Makes it a top pick for summer, especially if you want to drive the whole ring road.
Makes sense. Okay, sticking with that raw, natural beauty, what else?
Well, if Iceland sparks your interest, the sources suggest another spectacular option way up north. Northern Norway and the Lofoten Islands.
Oh, the Lofotens. I've seen pictures. They look unreal.
They kind of are. This is another road trip winding through Tromsø, the island of Senja, the Vestfalen Islands, and culminating in the Lofoten Islands.
What's the draw there?
One source literally calls it one of our favorite 10-day trips of all time. Jaw-dropping landscapes, jagged peaks rising right out of the sea, pristine fjords,
Yeah.
and these adorable, brightly painted fishing villages clinging to the coast. It's a photographer's dream, seriously, and amazing for hiking, too.
Okay, Norway sounds stunning.
Yeah.
But what if you're more of a city person? Crave that sophistication, history, culture mix.
Then the Central Europe itinerary might be perfect. This one takes you through Budapest, Vienna, and Prague.
3 classic capitals.
Absolutely. Budapest has the thermal baths, amazing Danube views, fascinating history. Vienna offers that imperial grandeur, classical music, elegance.
And Prague.
Prague is just an unbelievably preserved, Gothic, architectural wonderland. Seriously, like a fairy tale city. Cobblestone streets, the Charles Bridge. It's magic.
What connects them, travel-wise?
Well, besides being relatively close, they share that imperial Austro-Hungarian past, but each feels totally distinct. You get grandeur in Vienna and Budapest and this bohemian charm in Prague. It's a great way to see different facets of Central European history and art.
Doesn't feel repetitive then.
Not at all. Really highlights the layers of history there. So those 10-day blueprints, they offer fantastic broad starting points, but sometimes you need to see how all the little pieces fit together for a longer trip, right?
Yeah, the day-to-day logistics.
Exactly. That's where our second source type comes in. It presents this meticulously detailed 2-week summer itinerary. It's not just another option, it's like a masterclass in granular planning.
Okay, show me the detail. Where does this one go?
This specific journey maps out a route through Amsterdam, Barcelona, Rome, Vatican City, Florence, Pisa, Cinque Terre, and Milan.
Whoa, that's a lot in 2 weeks.
It is. It really shows what's possible when you optimize your movements and bookings.
So what does this super detailed approach teach someone building their own trip?
Well, it really highlights the practical side, like surgical planning almost, starting with flights.
Right.
This trip starts with a direct flight to Amsterdam, and the source strongly recommends looking for direct flights from your location to save serious time.
Makes sense. Any warnings?
Yes. Be prepared for customs at Amsterdam Schiphol. Wait times can apparently be over an hour.
Ouch. That eats into your first day.
Big time. Especially if you have early bookings. The sources suggest checking recent traveler forums for current wait times, or maybe flying in really early morning when it might be quieter.
Good practical tip. What about getting out of Europe?
That's covered too. This trip ended with a connecting flight from Milan. Why Milan?
Cheaper. Easier.
Both, according to the source. Often the cheapest and most convenient option for exiting Italy, even with the potential for minor connection delays. It's about making those strategic choices.
Okay, so you land in Amsterdam. What's the plan there?
Prepare for canals, often called the Venice of the North, right? Over 100 kilometers of them, a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Must-dos.
The Anne Frank House is huge, but you absolutely must book tickets way in advance.
How far?
The source says 6 weeks in advance. Often the moment they go on sale, they sell out instantly.
Wow. Okay, good to know.
Also, the Rijksmuseum, Van Gogh Museum, and a canal cruise is pretty essential for a different perspective. They even suggest a day trip to Zantje Schans for windmills and old Dutch life.
Sounds lovely. Then where? Next, you're off to Barcelona. A really vibrant cultural hub. It's bursting with Gaudi's amazing UNESCO-designated masterpieces.
Sagrada Familia Park Güell.
Casa Batlló.
Yeah.
The itinerary also suggests exploring the Gothic quarters, love getting lost in those streets, plus the beaches, and maybe a day trip up to Montserrat Monastery.
And here's another crucial planning tip that came up. Booking timed entry slots for those big Barcelona attractions.
Essential, I bet.
Absolutely vital, especially Park Güell and Sagrada Familia. It's often the only way to guarantee you even get in, let alone skip lines. Pre-booking is key.
Okay, message received. Book ahead. Then a short flight takes you to.
Rome and Vatican City, a place where history just surrounds you.
I mean, 28 centuries of it.
Right. You can explore the Colosseum, the Pantheon, which is incredible, toss a coin in the Trevi Fountain, marvel at the Sistine Chapel, the Vatican Museum.
But Vatican City itself is its own country, right? The smallest in the world.
Exactly.
Hmm.
The spiritual heart of the Catholic Church, but also an independent state right inside Rome.
Did this source mention anything unexpected happening there? Travel doesn't always go to plan.
Actually, yes. They had a minor medical issue crop up during the Rome leg.
Oh no, did it derail things?
Not entirely, and this is a great point about flexibility. Instead of sticking rigidly to the plan, they had to pivot. They embraced a slower afternoon, still saw some key sights, and ended up enjoying this amazing sunset from Gianicolo Hill.
So adaptability saved the day.
Absolutely. Sometimes the best memories happen when things go slightly sideways. It's a good reminder.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, after Rome's history, where does the train take you?
A quick ride sweeps you into Florence, often called the most beautiful city in the world, the heart of the Renaissance.
The Duomo, Michelangelo's David.
Of course, the Accademia Gallery, the Uffizi Gallery. But the sources also mention looking out for something quirky.
Oh.
Florence's infamous wine windows, Bucette del Vino.
Wine windows, what are they?
They date back to the 1500s, little windows where noble families could sell wine directly to people on the street, a relic of plague times, actually. Some are still there, sometimes even used.
That's amazing. Little hidden history. Okay, what about day trips from Florence?
Yeah, easy day trips. First to Pisa, obviously, for the Leaning Tower and the whole Piazza del Duomo complex.
I got that photo, right?
You do. And then continue on to the enchanting Cinque Terre.
Ah, those 5 villages. UNESCO's site too, right?
Yep. Famous for those vibrant, colorful houses clinging to the cliffs, the terrace vineyards.
And the seafood.
Oh, yeah, super fresh seafood. And the really magical part, you can actually hike the trails connecting the villages. The views are supposed to be breathtaking.
This whole 2-week journey, it really shows how you can balance big cities with stunning nature.
Using trains, mostly.
Yeah, efficient train travel, strategic flights.
Yeah.
It connects really diverse regions pretty seamlessly. It shows you can have both depth and breadth if you plan it well.
Okay, so we've seen these 10-day blueprints and this super detailed 2-week example. With all these amazing options, how do you pick the best Europe itinerary for your style, your season? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
The sources suggest, starting with some self-reflection, are you a whirlwind sightseer or do you prefer to linger?
Good starting point.
And then really, what kind of traveler are you if it's your very first time in Europe?
Go easy.
Yeah, the London, Paris, or the Taste of Italy are highly recommended. Iconic sites, easier logistics, a great introduction.
Okay. And if you just love cities, history, culture, architecture.
Then you've got great choices. London, Paris, obviously. Central Europe, Budapest, Vienna, Prague. Or Amsterdam, Brussels, Paris. Even the Nordic capitals. Copenhagen, Stockholm, Oslo, lots of urban exploration there.
What about the nature lovers? Hikers, outdoorsy types?
Top picks are definitely northern Norway and the
Yeah.
Lofoten Islands, those fjords.
Yeah.
And the Iceland Ring Road for just otherworldly landscapes.
And beach lovers. Sun and sea.
Then you're looking at Greece, naturally, or maybe the Barcelona French Riviera itinerary. Island hopping, beautiful coastlines. Perfect.
Okay, what about families? Traveling with kids brings different needs.
True. The London-Paris one is great again because minimizing packing and unpacking is huge with kids.
Fewer meltdowns, hopefully.
Hopefully. Other good family options mentioned are northern Italy and Switzerland, northern Norway, and even Iceland Ring Road if the kids are adventurous.
Seasonality seems crucial, too.
Hugely important. Summer is busiest, most expensive, but it is ideal for Iceland and northern Italy, Switzerland if you're planning serious hiking.
And northern Norway has the midnight sun, then.
Right, June and July. Endless daylight.
What about autumn?
Fewer crowds, cooler temps. Late September, October. That's a good window to maybe see the northern lights in Iceland. And fall foliage in Central Europe can be stunning.
What's your travel?
If you're going in December, Central Europe is fantastic for the Christmas markets. Pure magic.
Oh, yes.
London, Paris, Taste of Italy, Amsterdam, Brussels, Paris are doable, just colder. But the sources generally advise against places like Greece, Iceland, or the French Riviera in deep winter. A lot closes down, weather limits things.
Good to know. And spring, shoulder season.
That's often the sweet spot. Fewer crowds, often lower prices, pleasant weather.
Ideal.
April and May are perfect for Amsterdam, Brussels, Paris because the tulips are blooming in the Netherlands. Also great for London, Paris, and Central Europe.
So lots to consider there.
And remember, these itineraries, they're just brilliant starting points.
Right foundations.
Exactly. Our sources are packed with more ideas, longer trips, different regions. Maybe you want to dive deep into Portugal or hike in Scotland, explore Bavaria's castles.
Slovenia keeps popping up too.
Yeah, Slovenia, or even specific Christmas market tours in Germany. There's just so much inspiration there for future trips, too. It really gets you thinking.
Wow, that was quite the deep dive into planning your next European adventure. Seriously covered a lot.
From city breaks to outdoor odysseys.
To those super detailed 2-week plans, and yeah, most importantly, how to tailor it all to you, your style, your timing.
We really hope these insights help you look at a map of Europe, not as this daunting puzzle, but more like a vibrant canvas.
Yeah, a canvas for your next great story, filled with possibilities.
Exactly. Personal discoveries waiting to happen.
So here's a final thought for you to mull over. Which one of these European experiences, maybe wandering through ancient Roman ruins, hiking high above a Norwegian fjord, or, I don't know, savoring gelato by one of those Florentine wine windows, which one feels most like your dream trip right now?
Good question to ponder.
And maybe more importantly, what's the very first concrete step you'll take today, maybe even right after this, to start making that dream a reality? Go on, start dreaming big, and definitely start planning smart.